The peculiar dance of the avoidant, an intricate ballet where the steps are hidden and the music is played just out of earshot. It is within this delicate choreography that we uncover why avoidants struggle to apologize and how to get closure, a theme as elusive as a whisper carried away by the gentle breeze. Now, allow me to tell you a tale not unlike many of our own, where heartstrings are stretched and the soul is left yearning for resolution. Picture a man named Edward, a man of sophisticated charm and an air of mystery that seemed to draw people as moths to a flame. He was a man who could discuss the intricacies of a Rothko painting or the nuances of a Beethoven symphony with ease. Yet, when it came to the simple act of apologizing, he was as silent as a tomb. You see, Edward was an avoidant, navigating the world with a shield of emotional distance, a fortress built to protect himself from the perceived onslaught of vulnerability. In the heart of the city, amidst the cacophony and chaos, there was a woman named Clara. She was a vibrant soul, her laughter echoing like a joyful melody through the corridors of their shared life. Clara and Edward's paths intertwined like the threads of a masterful tapestry, each moment spent together a stitch in the fabric of their shared existence. It was within this weave that the challenge of apology reared its head, a spectre looming in the shadows of their happiness. One crisp autumn evening, a trivial matter, an insignificant oversight on Edward's part, unraveled into an argument, a tempest in a teapot, if you will. Clara, with her heart on her sleeve and her emotions painted vividly upon her face, sought an apology, a balm to soothe the sting of their discord. Yet Edward, ensnared by the tendrils of his avoidant nature, found himself frozen, words of contrition trapped in the labyrinth of his mind. For Edward, an apology was not merely an acknowledgement of fault, but a crack in the armor he so meticulously maintained. It was an invitation to vulnerability, a concept that his avoidant attachment viewed as a dangerous chasm, threatening to swallow him whole. The very act of apologizing required him to confront the painful possibility of rejection, a prospect he was ill-prepared to face. In his silence, Clara found herself adrift, like a ship without a rudder, lost in the sea of uncertainty. She yearned for closure, for the reassurance that their bond was intact. Yet, without the anchor of an apology, she floundered, her heart heavy with the weight of unresolved conflict. It is a conundrum that many who find themselves entangled with avoidance will recognize, a seemingly insurmountable barrier to the peace they so desperately seek. Now, dear listener, let us pause for a moment and delve into the heart of why avoidants struggle to apologize. At the core of their challenge lies a profound fear of intimacy, a reluctance to open themselves up to the potential for hurt. To apologize is to admit fallibility, to strip away the veneer of invulnerability and lay bare the soul beneath. For an avoidant, this act is akin to standing naked in a storm, exposed to the elements with no protection from the oncoming gale. And yet, not all hope is lost. For where there is understanding, there is a path to resolution. It is here that we must unravel the threads of avoidance, one by one, to pave the way towards closure. The key lies not in forcing an apology from an avoidant, but in creating an environment where they feel safe enough to lower their defenses. Consider the concept of emotional safety as a garden in which the seeds of apology may take root. It requires patience, empathy, and a willingness to nurture the relationship with compassion. By fostering open communication, free from judgment or recrimination, one can coax the avoidant out from behind their walls, encouraging them to engage with their partner's feelings without fear of reprisal. One might begin by broaching the subject with gentle curiosity rather than accusation. Instead of demanding an apology, invite dialogue. "I wonder what made it difficult for you to respond," you might say, offering a lifeline without pressure or expectation. In doing so, you create a space where the avoidant feels heard, their fears acknowledged, without the immediate need to concede ground they are not yet ready to surrender. Moreover, it is essential to recognize that closure is not solely reliant upon the utterance of an apology. Sometimes the actions that follow can speak more eloquently than words ever could. An avoidant may struggle to articulate their remorse, but they may express it through gestures, small acts of kindness, or a renewed effort to connect. By attuning to these subtler expressions, one can find solace in the knowledge that the relationship is still valued and cherished. And yet, my dear friends, there will be times when closure remains elusive, when the avoidant remains steadfast behind their walls. It is in these moments that one must turn inward, seeking resolution within oneself. Closure is not always a collaborative effort. Sometimes it is an internal journey where acceptance and forgiveness become the guiding stars. To find closure, one must first release the expectation of a perfect apology, for such ideals are often the chains that bind us to our disappointment. Instead, embrace the imperfections of the human condition, recognizing that we are all works in progress, fumbling our way through the complexities of connection. In doing so, we may come to understand that closure is not a singular event, but a process, a gradual unfolding of acceptance and understanding. It is the softening of the heart, the release of resentment, and the willingness to move forward with grace and compassion. It is the quiet realization that sometimes the greatest apology is the one we offer ourselves. And so, as the curtain falls on our tale, let us remember that the struggle to apologize is not a mark of failure, but a reflection of our shared humanity. It is a reminder that we are all navigating the intricate dance of relationships, each step bringing us closer to the truth of our own hearts. In the end, it is not the words we say, but the love we cultivate that will lead us to the closure we seek. So, my dear listener, as you journey through the labyrinth of love and connection, may you find the courage to embrace the imperfections, the wisdom to seek understanding, and the compassion to forgive both others and yourself. For it is in these moments of vulnerability that we discover the true essence of closure, a gift not given, but earned through the gentle art of acceptance.
If you believe this video might help someone dear to you, share it with them. A small gesture on your part could mean the world to a friend in need.